What it do, Kaizoku crew? It's your boy Kaizoku Ice. We're back from vacation and we're here today to talk about the super secret special Luffy card that I think a lot of people might not even realize exists. This is a card that you could only get at a specific tournament by actually winning the tournament, and there's only less than 250 of this card in a PSA 10, even less in the BGS 10. I think the total population count in the BGS and PSA 10 is like 400. So this card is extremely limited and extremely rare, and yet the card's only less than $1,000 and has recently sold for $500. It makes no sense, and I'm here today to talk about that card with you guys. So before I go in and just spoil what that card is, of course we have to celebrate 2,300 subscribers. We reached it while I was on vacation, so shout out the Kaizoku crew. Y'all already know we're growing and y'all mean a lot to me. So we're going to be giving away this Kaizoku Momonosuke Championship stamped card, so please wait till the end of the video, take a seat back, enjoy, grab some popcorn. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. You already know the vibes, and let's talk about the Luffy card that you guys really need in your collection. So let me make myself a little bit smaller here. So, you know, I love my Kaizoku crew. You already know that. So I want to make sure that the Kaizoku crew only knows about the best cards in the entire trading card game. It's so hard because there's so much BS out there, and you might feel tempted to buy this, that, like, you know what? But no, I'm here to put y'all in the right direction. And guys, this Luffy card, I really don't know why it's so low, and I guess maybe this is why I have my platform, so I can show you guys what I think is really cool. And this Luffy card, guys, I'm done edging y'all. This is a card that I think y'all need to have. So I went on the official One Piece card game website. I looked at all of the tournaments that happened from 2022 all the way till now, and I kind of thought to myself, let's look at some of the winner cards that you get if you actually win an entire tournament, right? So it had me thinking. You guys might be familiar with this card, the Super Pre-Release Winner Luffy. This is an amazing card and is one of the first cards that you could have gotten by winning a tournament. So this is, for all intents and purposes, like the first prize card in the One Piece trading card game. So I love this card, but I don't love it that much because honestly, it's low-key expensive. It is going for about like $2,300 in the PSA 10. Population count of 464, so it is pretty low. But I thought to myself, one, we can do better. But then two, there's other cards in that range that I think I would rather have. So I'm kind of lukewarm on this card. I don't think it's bad at all. Like, I would love to own this card, but I think we can do better. So I scoured the website, I looked for better cards, and I was like, yo, wait. This card is also from a tournament, and it only lasted for about a month, and there's only like 200 of this card in PSA 10. Like, why is this card so low? And guys, that is the card I'm going to talk about today. That card is none other than the Store Championship Stamped Winner Luffy card right here. This card I think is amazing, from the art, the stamp on it, and to how limited it is. I think it has a lot of things going for it. So let me scroll back to the top of the page here. So this is from Store Championship Wave 1 tournament. It only lasted for 1 month, from July 7th, 2023, all the way to August 11th, 2023, right? So you only got this card actually if you scroll down here, if you're a winner of that tournament, right? And from what I understand, I don't know if there's that many tournaments of this, or that many tournaments where they gave out this card, and it makes sense because this population count is extremely low, right? So if we actually look at the pop count in a PSA 10, there's only 243 of this card, PSA estimate of $521, and in BGS gold label there's 47, and in a black label there's only 5. So if you add 52 plus 243, that's 295, quick math. And guys, that's even lower population than the Super Pre-Release Winner Luffy right here. I understand this is still technically the first winner card that you have gotten, but you know, I like the super limited and super secret special stuff, and I do think that there's a lot of opportunity for that card right here. It's going for about like 700-ish. I have seen it as low as 500 before, but I think on average it's probably selling around that $700 range. But I don't see there any reason why this card couldn't reach. I don't think it'll ever reach like the $2,300 range, even though it technically is more limited, right? Only 243 is half of the population count. So, by that logic, you might think it'll reach this price, but I still think that this card overall is just better and looks cooler, but a little bit out of our price range, and there's probably better stuff out there at that price point. To me, it makes sense that this card could easily get over the $1,000 mark because, it's so limited, and I haven't even explained. Actually, guys, my number one reason why I really like this card, and it might be biased on my end, but this art was actually drawn by, if you look here, oh, that's the wrong one. This card was drawn by, if you tilt your head like this, by Niji Yahashi, right? And this artist is nuts. They're actually an artist from Fire Emblem Heroes, and they've just drawn Fire Emblem characters in general. If y'all aren't familiar with Fire Emblem, it's like literally the best JRPG in the history of JRPGs. Like, that's like my favorite game type. Personally, I love Fire Emblem and Persona, like those types of stuff. But I played Fire Emblem Heroes like religiously back in college. So when I found out that Niji Hayashi drew this card, I was like, yo, I need this card like ASAP Rocky, because the art, like if you just look at some of the art that they've done for Fire Emblem Heroes, right? Like, guys, this is Alphonse. Like, oh, like that's just nice art, guys. That's just amazing. Let's look at some other ones. There was, oh, that's my alarm. Whoopsies. I have a fantasy football draft in like 18 minutes, so that was my timer. Anyways, I need to wrap up this video so I can do some research. But like, guys, look at this art. This is fantastic art. Niji Hayashi has also drawn some other One Piece cards, as you guys can see here. They drew this Bandai Cards Games Fest Luffy, the Kobe, the Kuzan. If I scroll up, there's some other ones that I really liked here. Oh yeah, like the Nightmare Luffy, Trafalgar Law Championship card. Oh, some of the second anniversary cards too. Like, they are just a great artist, right? And I know that obviously, One Piece right now is still being driven by the playability and the meta of cards, but I do think that eventually down the line, one thing that people are going to be looking at from a collector's perspective is who is the artist behind the One Piece card, right? And Niji Hayashi is clearly an artist that is well established in the art field and has done some very great art for other projects like Fire Emblem Heroes, right? I think I looked on their Twitter account. I think they had like 30,000 followers, which is quite high for, an artist, right? Like, that's amazing. So this person, honestly, I'm not sure if they're a guy or girl, but they are fantastic and they have great art. And the fact that one of the first championship winner stamped cards was drawn by that person, like, it's a no-brainer. And I always have been a fan of not like the regular art styles. Like, obviously we love Oda and we like some of the other like manga arts, but I think it's always great to see a card drawn by another artist because it just pays homage to One Piece and the One Piece trading card game. So I think that this card is so amazing. The artwork's fantastic. It's got the championship winner stamp right here. It's very limited. Like, once again, guys, only 243 in the PSA 10, only 52 in a BGS Gold or Black Label 10. Like, to me, this card has all the makings of a kingmaker. Like, there's a lot of really great winner and promo cards, and I've been asked a lot about, Kaizoku Ice, can you make a video about Treasure Cup top 64 cards or serialized Luffy? And those are in the pipeline, but I wanted my first video to be about this card in particular because for me, this is genuinely one of the best winner promo cards that exists in the entire One Piece trading card game. So, with all that being said, guys, take a look at this card. There's also another card, actually. There's the Kid that you can get. This is from the Store Championship Wave 2 tournament that happened the month after. There is also a Kid card right here drawn by Niji Hayashi, also pretty fantastic looking card. But once again, guys, I don't think really anyone messes with Kid like that because Kid took that, if you feel me. So like, just buy the Luffy cards. Luffy cards will always do well over time. There was a comparison that a baseball player made recently. He was like, the reason why I buy Charizard and Pikachu's cards is because if you compare that to sports, like, you don't have to worry about Charizard and Pikachu tearing their ACL or breaking their arm. And I think we can expect the same thing here with Luffy. Like, Luffy's never going to break his arm or tear his ACL. So, like, his prices are pretty much just going to stay average, right? And I know that's probably just, like, a very exaggerated opinion there. But, when you really think about it, like, we're buying these cards because we have that emotional tie to these cards. If you think about the psychology of a lot of people, like One Piece elicits a certain type of feeling for a lot of us, especially at our old age. Like I'm almost 30, and the fact that I'm willing to spend X amount of dollars on my boy Monkey D. Luffy says a lot. I do think that once again, as the collectability of these cards continues to grow, and let's say the split between buying cards off of meta relevance versus collectability starts reaching more like a 50-50 split or even more than that, then we are primed to see some of these cards, like the pre-order cards, this card right here, like everything, alternate arts in general, manga rares, like they'll all just go up because these are the most collectible cards in the game. So that is it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing this Luffy card. It's something that I've been low-key gatekeeping a little bit because I want some for myself. So I'm gonna do my best to get this card because I also want to put my money where my mouth is. So I'll let y'all know when I get this card and I'll show it to y'all. It'll be really cool, like reveal. Anyways, I'm done yapping. Giveaway for this video for this card right here. Just comment down below what do you guys think about this winner card right here. I think that is something that's been super slept on. It's something that I feel like not a lot of people talk about, but I think people really should take a look at this card and consider buying it for their collection. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. You know the vibes. I'm Kaizoku Ice. You know I love you. I love my Kaizoku crew. And I'll catch y'all on the next video.